Yeah, this is. Oh, we should like do something like every couple of weeks where we all sit down in a call and just watch a Digimon episode together and force Rich to be there.
Oh, can we watch the originals? I need
It's
to
the only
rewatch
ones.
those.
The first three series are the only ones worth
Those are
watching.
the only real ones.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yes, Alex, I don't know if you know or not. I don't know if you've discussed it or not. But there's a Digimon card game, like a new one. We played it on tabletop on Tuesday, and it is really good fun.
Oh, okay, I'll have to try that out.
So
you can see
me
the
and
video on
Kristian
Kristian 444.
is it? Is your one up already?
Yeah. I got a quick turnaround
Okay.
time here.
But we figured out how to play it, and it's actually really good fun. It's like an interesting tug of war mechanic for like turns. So it starts on 0, then every card you play takes energy or memory, and then if you play a card that costs like 5 energy, it will go 4 into your opponent. So then they've got 4 plus the 10 in order to spend. But if you go to the 0, then it goes into being their turn. So you've got to do like a careful balance of how
It's a bit like a tug of war for energy, basically.
Yeah.
If you use too much energy, it gives your opponent a lot more energy to play with.
Yeah, no, it's
check that
really
out.
good fun. I can probably teach you it at some point soon if you want to play.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But me and Kristian figured this would be the best way of trying to get Rich into Digimon. Is through
I'm
the card
not going to
game.
lie, I am actually quite interested in this now.
One of us.
Yes.
Well, if you're free at around 2 p.m. tomorrow, Rich, me and Kristian will be playing Digimon World.
Should we?
Maybe. I might be busy tomorrow.
Instead of
fair.
Instead of calling, should we just do the stream on the server, and anyone can just pop in if they want to, like that?
I don't mind. Yeah.
Because normally we just call
Expert.
one of us just calls direct, don't we? We call the other one
Rather than
directly.
calling between me and you, we'll just come into the inaudible
Into
server.
Governor General, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Sure. And then if you're free at any point, Rich, welcome to join us.
Sure.
You might be able to make the least interesting Digimon game we've played so far a bit more interesting for us. Give us a new perspective.
Panstall did say, shout
legendary
to Panstall.
Panstall. Yeah, always.
Hang on, I need to switch into one of my many alts to see what he actually said.
Literally like our oldest fan, isn't he?
Yeah. He's 83 years old.
Yeah.
Once the story gets to the end of chapter 10, it gets more Digimon focused and more interesting, honest, he says.
Okay. Oh, I trust him enough to take his word.
We got to, because we'd played Digimon World : Next Order, and I think there were like 4 chapters and then like an extra 5th chapter that was post game, wasn't there? And so then we started Cyber Sleuth, and we went through a couple of chapters quite quickly. We thought, oh my god, how many chapters are there? And we weren't really enjoying it that much. And we looked up, and someone said there were 20 chapters, and we just both sort of went,
Yeah, like me and Kristian have realised that our type of Digimon game are less story heavy, more raising your Digimon and just Digimon Simulator sort of thing. Whereas you might enjoy story-based games more than us.
Potentially, yeah.
You're happier to sit there through scrolls of text and dialogue for the good story sort of thing, whereas we're halfway through it and we're just kind of like, all right, shut up and let us play.
It depends on the game, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'll be like, I'm really getting into this story. I'll pause whatever else I'm watching and actually pay attention to this. Other times I'm just like, let me get back to the shooting, please. So there is actually a Digimon deck builder online, which is quite good.
Oh, nice.
So I think I'm going to go for a red deck because that's got Agumon in it and I know him.
It's the ones you know.
And I know him.
hey Tom,
I always liked Agumon and Greymon. Like, they were really cool because he was like a giant dinosaur. So I'm like, I think that's going to be something I'm going to go for.
What you could always... I don't know how available they'd be in the cards, but there are so many variations of Agumon out there. You could probably get away with literally just having an Agumon-themed deck.
it's like the lovely Nidoran deck from Pokemon trading card game.
Because you see, Digimon don't have shinies. They have their shinies are alternative Digimon entirely.
Yeah, but he's mainly a 2,000. Greymon's 5,000. 3,000.
Yeah, I know.
Toy Agumon.
With the little Lego flame.
He's one of the
adorable,
OG.
I want it.
He's one of the OG Agumon variants.
So maybe I'll do a black-red mix deck. That could be quite interesting.
Well, yeah, I was either going to go with just a pure green deck for Wormmon, or I'd start off with that, and money provided, I'd eventually work my way to a green and blue, which is Wormmon and Vmon. And they're like the O2 DNA partners.
Yeah.
I think Kristian's just going to go for whatever and whatever.
Yeah.
Red and black.
Yeah, the ones that aren't out yet are the ones that I liked.
Yeah. Yeah, because like this on Chaos cards have got the
Charge.
red. Yeah, they've got the yellow, blue, and red decks available now.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas the green, purple, and black ones are on order coming out in end of the month.
End of the okay, not that long.
No, sorry, end of May. End of May.
Yeah.
Ooh, get one.
Yeah,
first.
don't do-
Well, I doubt we're all going to actually be able to meet up and physically play Digimon card game for a while anyway. So
yeah.
Well, there's
it'll give
talks
us
of,
time to build our decks and stuff.
Yeah, but no, I'm actually genuinely looking forward to this. I've been wanting to get into like a proper TCG again for quite a while, so this is good. This is good.
You know the Mandela effect, where it's like you've fallen into an alternate reality where something is just slightly different and it throws you off a little bit. Have we fallen into the mirror dimension where Rich is getting into Digimon?
Only if Ozzy
No.
gets into stuff.
I think just 20 odd years of badgering him with it is slowly worn through. It's like the Berlin Wall. No matter how much, you'll eventually chip away at it.
I think these are slightly cheaper, the ones I've just posted.
Oh, nice.
I
Okay.
got Magic Cards. Yeah, they're on pre-order there. So.
Yeah.
So they are. Oh, yes, of course,
The
they're sold
Chaos
out.
cards are actually in stock to buy it.
I didn't
now.
see that, yeah, because I wasn't looking at those ones.
Right.
Yeah, no, when I was looking it up, I could get like each Wormmon card for probably like just over £1 each, including postage.
Okay.
So I'll sort of get a couple of each of them, and then I'll see how many cards I need and kind of work off of that.
Yeah.
I'd either just buy a load of like booster packs. That'd be a fun thing to do one day. We should just all buy booster packs and do an unopening video.
Well, what is it? Chaos Cards do sell a booster box for £88, which is 24 packs, and you get 12 cards per pack.
I don't know if I'd be able to go that far out unless
Well,
we
you
all
could
sort
split
of like.
Split
That's
that
what I was
one.
going to say. Unless we
Do
planned
a
it
draft.
far ahead of time, so we could save the money and we could all split it and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm currently on my asset money at the moment, so I have to.
Ain't we all?
oh yeah.
Well, you've all got more job than me at
More
the
job.
moment, though.
More job.
you ain't got a
At
job?
least 3 job.
My job is 2 hours a day.
Oh, I thought you meant you like left it or something.
No, I'm still there, but at the moment it's 2 hours a day, which gets me about £300 a month.
Yeah.
And
That's a shame.
after paying 170, 180 of that for my month's rent, I'm kind of on my
Yeah.
ass each month.
You're not like trying looking for a new job?
I am slowly, yes.
Okay.
It's one of
No,
those.
Amy's struggling to find a job as well at
Yeah.
the moment.
I'm particularly
Damn
looking for nights or mornings.
No, sir.
So
Okay.
Recommend mornings. Nights are hell.
Oh God, they
I-
are.
but then I'd rather work because I find I've got a crappy sleeping schedule anyway. I've always had problems sleeping, and I can't really sleep without like taking pills or whatever. So
That's me.
I find it's easier for me. I'm up over the night anyway, so I might as well work at night, and then I get my daytime free.
That's true.
And I think I'd rather have that. If I'm still able to have from like 1 p.m. free, and then all the way till like 9 o'clock at night, and that's
Yeah.
I've got my whole day to myself, sort of thing.
Yeah. That's fair.
There we go.
I found
See
an
if there's any-
updated version of the Digimon card game on Tabletop Sim that has got a more up-to-date version of everything. So
Okay.
all cards as of the yesterday are implemented.
Nice.
So yeah, we can try that one again at some point.
Well, I
There's
want to
tag team mode? Ooh.
maybe we'll work on that over time. Yeah.
Yeah, because I am definitely getting into this What have you done?
Well, I think Kristian wants Week of Stardew next week.
Yeah, that's fair.
So maybe the week after we can all bump back onto tabletop and have another Digi Day.
Yeah, sounds good.
And maybe if we get time at the same time, we'll all sit down and watch the first episode of Digimon or something on screen share.
I think I've watched that episode so many times that I know.
I know, but we have to start Rich out on the first episode.
No, I know. Yeah,
we don't necessarily have to make him watch every episode. We'll find the key episodes.
That's like I want to ask you a favor. Sorry.
Go on.
I was just going to ask you a favor. So my sister really wants to watch the Last Evolution. I was wondering if you could grab me a copy. She wants to watch the entire series again. She's trying to get her kids into it. It's just finding it. It's surprisingly difficult to find.
Depending on how, I don't know if we're going to or when or how we're going to, but there is currently a Digimon 2020 reboot, but it's only Japanese at the moment.
I did tell her about that, and she seemed really excited about it.
Obviously, I don't know if there's going to be a dub at any point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Were you talking about getting hold of just the first series to watch again, the original one?
She wants to watch the first two series because that's what we grew up with. She wants to show her kids.
It's just out on DVD.
But those are on DVD.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Last Evolution Kazuna, I will chuck into the...
Yeah, she also wants to watch the Japanese originals because she's never seen them.
Okay.
She wants to sort of see how different it is to the ones that we grew up with. Because I did say to her,
I recommend she starts by watching the 3 Japanese movies that were the basis for...
We loved that film growing up.
Not least because the animation is just...
Yeah, but that is probably the most different you'll get between original source and final source sort of thing.
Yeah.
The movie is even more butchered than the TV series was.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot
that series look professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now that her kids are starting school, she has a few hours spare, so she's going to come over and bother me for a while. In a good way.
Yeah. Did you?
It was her birthday yesterday. Yeah.
It was her birthday yesterday. Yeah, I rang her up and she had a very nice day.
I did. Or thing on the thing.
Oh.
Yeah. She's so they went out to what was it? The Range. That's the only way.
Furniture shop or something, isn't it?
Yeah. It sells a bit of everything really. So it went for one thing, came out 5 things.
Yep, as is the way.
Yeah, that's the way. And then she got some nice presents. Mostly just boring adult stuff like plants and a cooker, that kind of stuff. And then they watched Phantom of the Opera. So that was cool.
Oh.
Very nice.
She had a good birthday.
Hey.
It's weird to think that she's so much older.
Never mind.
Sorry.
I thought we'd finished and I was starting a new section.
Okay. We are finished.
Well, I've got. If we want to keep it in the Digimon section, I've got more Digimon things we could go to before we go to a completely new section. Up to you.
Okay.
We can dip in with a break section and then come back to Digimon.
It's the Digimon hour. Where's my bell?
I was going to say, mainly for Kristian and possibly Alex, I think I've found what might be the lost extra verse to the Digirap.
Oh,
what?
It's not actually. But it is a bit of nostalgia you might both remember anyway. Let's see if I can do it like this, so we can all enjoy the goody goodness.
This is going to be a first for me.
Can we hear it is the first question. Yes.
Sorry, wait, what are we doing? What? Huh?
Streaming.
Oh shit, okay, one sec. What stream? Okay.
Anyone remember it? Or
Nope.
no? Oh,
wait, is this... was this on the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, I remember this. That's fucking nostalgic.
Oh, I remember the guy, the kid breaking into the tent to rape him.
Oh my god. That was on the video, before watching the film.
For the benefit of the tape, it is an advert for D terminals and D3.
I forgot that's what they were called.
Yeah,
it says D3 on there. So the thing is, I think the main reason why I never got into Digimon and this sort of stuff like this is I always thought it looked too primitive. because like, I grew up on like the Game Boy and the N64 and Sega Mega Drive and things like that. So like these handheld LCD things, I just thought like, well, why would I want to play that when I can just play Pokemon on the Game Boy, which looks
even though
literally
literally within like a year of these coming out, the Digimon World 1 PlayStation 1 game came out.
I know. I just never like saw the appeal of this. It's just like, why would I want to play an LCD game when I can play my Game Boy?
Can I just?
Tamagotchi.
But okay, number one, that's a fair point. It's understandable. No disagreements with that. But number two, a disagreement with that. Very, very few Digimon fans are fans because of the Tamagotchis.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
It's like it's like the least part of it.
Yeah.
You find that you become a Digimon fan and then you become a fan of the Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
I actually have a packaged Tamagotchi right in front of me.
They are reselling. They're remaking.
Before,
Well, I have the
re-releasing them. That's what I mean.
I have the re-release of this Black D3.
Before anyone writes in and complains, I know they're not Tamagotchis.
Yeah.
They're similar in concept, though.
They're the boy Tamagotchis. Tamagotchis for boys.
Oh,
Same company.
And sticking to
that's such a
Digimon.
weird sentence.
And that's where Digimon comes from.
Barbie now for girls.
Tamagotchi for boys.
Really?
It's literally what Digimon is.
I found a crossover Digimon I never knew about before.
A Medamon.
What?
More power.
Oh, Medamon
it looks cool.
is a Medabot Digimon.
Oh my god.
And they also had the Medabot equivalent.
A Mega Knight. An April Fool's collaboration.
with Digimon. That's awesome.
Yeah. And just a funny clip I found, which is Torchwood related.
Hey, I remember this.
Have you seen this video?
I think so, yeah.
No.
Hi guys, here I am down at the bay, Yando Shrine. Some lovely Christmas singing going on, local choir on my what?
Is that the girl who plays Posh?
Yeah.
It took me a second to recognise her.
Yeah, I think when I recognised her. I never even seen Torture. I've seen like 2 episodes and I recognised her.
Oh,
There you go.
I was too busy trying to read what I guess it said Tosh's on.
Once I've got
paper.
back.
Yeah.
yeah,
I was too busy trying to read that to look at her.
Oh.
That's funny. Wow. Hey
Oh my
guys, it's the new section.
Hey, new
Oh,
section.
where's the new
finally.
section sound?
Did you hear that, or was it noise gated?
No, it was noise gated.
Okay.
There we go,
Well,
that'll do.
It was one of them.
I was expecting the ding.
It's too far away, as previously mentioned. So, hey, Big Finish. You know that?
Oh,
aware
I
of it.
love it.
I've been a listening still.
Oh, okay.
And one thing I forgot to mention after I'd listened to Flip Flop
Yeah.
was I liked the fact that the anti-radiation gloves were back.
Yes. Canonized.
Yes.
I believe I did mention this when I first mentioned Flip Flop.
Yes.
But,
Yeah. Obviously, I'd forgotten.
yeah.
And then I listened to Omega.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Omega's
God.
probably the weaker of the three, but still good.
It was still a good one, yes, yeah. I liked how they had people reenacting historical events, and someone makes a comment that all the recons are bad quality.
Yeah.
And I did like the twist was a bit like that Eighth Doctor one, where it's kind of reliant on it being an audio story, because if it was on the TV, you would just realise something was amiss.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
quite
that
good,
makes
yeah.
it sound. Yeah.
And then I listened to Davros, which I mean,
Yes.
it's
Davros.
So, the Doctor wants Davros.
Davros.
Which
This time, Davros wants the Doctor.
And that was really good.
It's just 2 hours of Colin Baker and Terry Malloy
Yeah.
just bantering off each other.
Yes, yeah.
And it's brilliant.
And it was also cool to get a bit of a background in Davros, and like it started to humanize him a little. Spoilers.
Yeah.
It started to skip ahead 20 seconds if you don't. It started to humanize him as you learn about his past, only to like pull the rug out from underneath your feet.
Yeah.
To say like, actually, no, he's just awful.
he was mental
He's
the
just an
entire
asshole.
time.
Yeah, it was really good. And at the end, I just remembered one of the other characters says, "Oh, Davros must have been killed in the explosion," and the Doctor just says, "No, it doesn't work like that."
No.
It doesn't work like that.
I haven't started the Master yet, but that's my next one.
I think that's probably my favourite of the three.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Davros is a close second, but I think I've just always enjoyed the character of the Master a lot more. And I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to spoil it.
Did Sylvester McCoy ever have the Master in the TV show?
Yes, in Survival, in his final.
Yeah,
of course he did.
had the Rani, quite definitely.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Rani was in his first one, the Master was in his final one.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I forgot about that one.
And then he met the Brigadier somewhere halfway through.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him face to face with the Master. I'm sure that'll be good. I haven't seen Survival. Yeah, that's my Big Finish update. We've got to shout it out every week to get people to listen to them.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get around to it.
Also, I've been playing HuniePop.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And
I got two now. Like I need to
Wait,
play
there's a
it.
second one?
Yeah,
I didn't know the second one.
Oh, Ozzy's gone.
He's gone.
I saw HuniePop 2 was out, but I think I prefer the graphics of the first one. But I haven't got very far in the first one yet. Anyway, but I mean, despite all the anime girlfriends and such, it's actually a really kind of compelling game just by itself.
Right?
It's generally quite fun, isn't it? Like the mini games are quite fun. Is it Bejeweled? Is that what it's like?
Yeah. So I guess it must be that must be how those mobile games do so well, is because it's like an addictive style of play, because you have to keep doing like the next thing. It was good. I played the first like half an hour of it or 20 minutes or so, and I kind of thought it was okay, but I didn't really get it. It was only when I came back to it that I realised it was like, I was like Siler looking at Claire's brain. It all just slotted into place, and I understood. I understood how the game worked, and then it clicked, and I enjoyed it a lot.
It's great.
That analogy was hilarious.
Claire was disgusting.
But yeah, I thought I'd mention, like, we brought it up on the podcast before, so I thought I'd update you on that.
Yes.
And I went to look at the Steam reviews to just reassure myself that I wasn't disgusting for liking it. And the top review was ASCII art of the "Are you winning, son?" meme, which I thought was very apt.
That's scans.
But yeah, anyway, that's Kristian's weekly update.
It's so weird, like how weird games with like themes that you wouldn't expect are actually really, really fun.
Yes.
Like it's a really good game. I love that.
Yeah. What sex games has everyone else been playing?
Nothing.
Digimon trading card game?
I'll be honest.
That's very much a one-player game.
I haven't actually been playing. I haven't been playing any kind of games really. Just
Mind games.
Too. That's what I've been playing.
Oh, we played the Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man.
how is that?
Yeah, no, it's good. I finished the story. Like I liked it, but I don't think the story was as
Compelling.
as the first one. Like I watched it, but I didn't. I found the kind of sort of like not love interest. The girl that is kind of, sort of like a sister to him. I just found her like really like the character herself just really boring. And like I definitely found him more compelling this time around. Like because he was more than a side character. He had his own story.
Yeah.
But all the other characters that came into it, apart from his best friend, like I can't remember what his name is now.
Peter Parker.
No, what's his name? I can't remember his name. But he has like a different best friend. But he was quite funny. But no, the girl who's like a sister to him, I just found her like very boring, and her kind of story was a bit sort of like, okay, like I don't know, it's a bit bland. But I did still enjoy it. Like, still kept the game mechanics like the first one, and I'm really looking forward to the sequel. Like, I cannot bloody wait for the sequel.
Oh, it's getting a sequel.
It is, yeah. It's getting its own universe.
Oh wow, that's good.
Yeah, so like this is kind of like yes. So it had like a cliffhanger at the end of the first one and the second one. That's going to basically going to be leading into some cool shit.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't wait.
Spider-Verse? Hey, they stole that from me. That's the name of my connected universe for the features I write on the podcast. You've obviously forgotten.
Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Ben!
Since always. Don't worry, it's fine if you don't remember.
I can hear you smiling.
It's been a while since we've returned to it, so I forgive you for forgetting. Don't worry, let's move on.
Grateful for your omnipotence.
I just didn't care enough to remember.
I mean, that's also a very valid reason.
I forgive you, my child.
Maybe I don't want your forgiveness.
But you got it, bitch. That's what
bless me.
That's what the Pope says. He's like fucking Battle Pope.
The Battle Pope.
Yeah.
Is that I don't care what you want. You're having my healing.
Bitch. He comes out of the Vatican like Blade.
Good grief. Yeah. So, I think what else there is to talk about?
No, work sucks.
I
know. Say it ain't so.
I know.
You would not believe the fucking customer I had yesterday. It's insane.
Go on, vent. Let's hear it.
First call of the morning, 9 a.m. in the morning, the very first phone call I got. Bearing in mind, I'm still in training here. This guy, he was like in his, 50s, 60s. And he basically shouted at me for half an hour because I couldn't give him his refund back any faster.
Oh.
And he contributed. He wanted to contribute. Yeah, so I said to him, I was telling my senior, the people who were like looking after me were saying, right, this is what you say to him. And I was telling him everything that they were saying to tell him, and he just would not take it for an answer. So I had to basically reiterate it about 50 times. And he was saying, why? Is that you've got a button there? Why can't you just do it? And I was like, sir, there is no magic button here. I can't press a button, and this refund is currently being processed by your bank. I cannot make it go any faster. Yeah. And he literally did not. He just would not believe me. Basically,
some people just assholes.
Can you please tell us how much the refund was for?
£60. Which is fair, which is fair, which is fair, which is quite a lot. For him it was quite a lot.
It's not a small amount.
No, it's not.
But it's also not like £5,000,
Yeah.
No, but oh my days, I was literally shaking after the phone call.
I don't blame you here.
And I was just like, I need a cigarette. Like, fuck this.
Damn, boy. So
I went out and I was like, all right, I need to have a comfort break here. Had a cigarette and all that, and then today I was just like, you know what, I can't face it today. I was like, can I just do some emails, please? Like, I can't do it.
So why I refuse to do customer service as a job.
Yeah,
I'm happy scrubbing toilets if it means I don't have to face people. I'll deal with their shit. I won't deal with their shit.
Not shit.
What made it funny though is that he said he's like, "What's your name?" And I told him my name, and he's like, "What's your second name?" And I was just like, "I'm not obligated to give that."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Right," and he was like, "Right, well, I'm taking this further. I'm escalating this. I'm going to make a complaint." And in my head, I was like, well, good luck with that, because you're literally going to talk to the exact same people who were telling me what to say during this conversation.
At that point, I would just call his bluff, like, absolutely, sir, feel free. Here is the number.
That's
really
literally what I did. I was just like,
yeah.
when he said, I'm escalating this, and I was just like, okay, then. So, like, in the end, I didn't lose it, but you become very firm with them.
Too apathetic to care anymore. It's just like, you know what, fuck it, do it. Just go for it. Fucking complain.
Well, yeah, in the end, I said to him, I was like, sir, there is nothing else I can do for you. It is out of my hands. I cannot do anything. Yeah. And after that, he kind of sort of like stopped shouting and was like, oh, well, what's your name? And sort of some people very, very kind of was like, okay, then. And I was like, it's like, is that all you needed was a firm hand?
Fucking what?
Yeah, I was just like, oh, go fuck yourself, please.
Okay, even even when you're the person whose stuff gets escalated to, there are a few things as satisfying as dealing with some knob who basically is just causing a fuss. And the person who escalated to you goes, this person's just saying, they've said this, that, and the other. I've told them blah blah blah, but they're not having it. They want to speak to someone in charge. And I'm like, all right, okay. And then you speak to them, and you just tell them exactly the same thing.
Literally, that's literally what's going to happen. Though. That's what's funny.
But it's as satisfying for the second person as it is for the first person to pass off to the second person.
Yeah. What I find funny though is that he was saying like, I'm recording his phone call, and I'm just like, okay.
So
and in my head, I'm like, we record them as well though, so it's not really like they monitor our phone calls.
It's like, yeah, please play it to the court when you invariably sue me, because I can guarantee you ain't gonna come out of this looking any better.
No, exactly.
I don't understand how people can call places up. Like, I'll be honest, like, since working in a place with a call center, I have got more of an understanding of how all the processes work and everything. But even before then, you have an understanding that the person in the call center, when you call up, is not the person approving payment runs at the bank or whatever. Like,
exactly. He did not seem to understand that. Yeah. And I think because it seemed like he was holding me personally responsible. Yeah.
Oh, they always do.
It's not my bloody fault. Also, the fact that his refund had been processed on the 8th of March, and it takes about 3 to 5 days to go through, right?
Right.
And he was calling on the third day. He was calling on the third day that was happening, and then he started going on saying, "You're a con. I'm going to go to your competitor," and I was just like, "Okay, then." Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
They think that's a threat when they say, "Oh, we're going to go to your competitor." I'm like, "Okay,
cool. Take your shit over there. See if we give a shit. See if we care."
Literally. It's like when Karens be like, "I'm never coming here again." I'm like, "Great, awesome."
Yeah.
Oh, go away.
You think a shop is going to miss one customer out of everyone?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh no! Wait, please stop! Come back! It's like the Willy Wonka just be like,
come back.
Yeah, no, wait, stop, come back. But, so I'm having to deal with an actual Karen.
Oh God!
Her name is actually Karen.
Is it Karen Gillan?
No, I wish it was.
That's a good Karen.
I have to design a kitchen for her for Monday, and she has sent me 7 emails.
Oh
my God! Here we go, Eddie.
She has not said hello to me once.
I just thought it was sorry. It's like the Book of Revelation with the 7 seals and the 7 trumpets. You shall be heralded by 7 emails.
But she has laid out exactly what she wants.
Oh.
With a list of saying, it's going to be this, 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 and this. We want a little seating nook in here. And just, it needs to be this color, I want this sort of tap, this sort of thing, blah, 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 blah. Like, listed over 7 fucking emails. Like, a plan from somewhere else. Some ideas that she's had. And just, like, a plan from one of our competitors. And I'm just like, okay, fuck it out. Because it was 14 grand for the kitchen.
Ooh.
She what? You cut out there?
The kitchen that she had already had designed from nondescript competitor is £14,000.
Oof.
Including installation.
Jesus Christ.
I did a rough mock-up of pretty much the same thing, and it was £8.
£8.
£8 for a kitchen.
Oh, damn, I'd be there for that. No, it's at 8,000.
Jesus Christ.
But that's still pretty good.
That is pretty good for a kitchen, like bloody hell.
Is it like, have you designed it so that it all looks as she wants it from the front, but then it's like one of those old Hollywood sets where it's just like dirty MDF?
Oh my God, I'd love to be able to do that. Oh.
I will say this. 95% of customers who are there are great people, are really lovely people. But also you do get the shit people.
Oh.
I had a very, very sweet old man. I was literally, oh my God, like, please be my granddad. You're so sweet. He rang me up and he had like a stutter. And I think he said he'd had a stroke. And he was like, I've lost my vouchers. Can I please have them resent to me? And I was like, oh my God, of course you can. Like, I will personally deliver them to you.
I don't care if it's not company policy. You can have it, you wonderful man.
Yeah, he was just so sweet. He was like, oh, thank you so much, young man. Like, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I was like, oh my God, I love you so much.
And then he hangs up and it cuts to him in his dingy room, and it's just like a 17-year-old.
Oh, don't
do that. No, don't ruin it for me. He was so sweet.
Why you gotta do that, bro?
Welcome to the real world.
Honestly, fuck the real world.
Yeah, no. So 95% of them are absolutely lovely. And and if I say to them, I just want to get the correct information, they're like, oh, okay. I had one guy I was on the phone for half an hour the other day, and he could tell I was really trying to help him. He was very, very well spoken. And I think he was saying, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit cross that I can't get a full refund. And he didn't raise his voice once. Very well spoken. I was like, okay, I will just go away and check that for you. And I got him the refund. He was like, oh, thank you so much. He's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, you have none to be sorry for, dude. Like, thank you for being so patient.
It's just so that if you're just that little, just being polite can get you quite a long way.
Exactly. He was super polite. But oh my god,
it's like if you're waiting to cross a road, or like you can cross a road. You probably could just cross safely, but there's a car coming. If you wait for the car, they generally let you go.
Yeah.
It's a similar sort of thing, isn't it? Where it's like
if you run out, you're gonna someone's
they're gonna run you over. That's the law.
Exactly.
It's not the law that they get to run you over.
No, they have to. They have to. That's the law.
I don't remember that part of the drive.
I lost my.
Christian, you
what's it
don't
called?
listen to your nan when it comes to driving.
That's very accurate.
I'm just imagining this, like, I'm driving along the road, I see somebody step out to the curb, it's like, well, they chose death.
So you chose death.
Like, you start chasing them down to, like, mount the pavement when they jump back on. It's like, no, you chose this.
I always remember
it's that Lord of the Rings meme. So you've chosen death.
I always remember my nan used to, if she had to like slow down to let like an ambulance or something go past her, she'd then speed up after it went past. And then you'd have to say to her, "Nan, stop speeding up." It's like, oh yeah.
Jesus.
No, I have heard tales of the great driving fiascos back in the past.
If you're listening, and she isn't listening, but I love you. But seriously,
seriously, just never get behind the wheel of a car.
Do you remember me? Do you remember me saying to you, Rich, about like I think I said something to you once along the lines of like it's a bit of a novelty to be sat in a car and not like worried for my life.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah,
because I'm so used to sitting shotgun with her and just. As well as her, I'm also checking all the turn-ins and the lanes and the signals and everything because I don't
want to die.
If I'm going to get hit, I'm going to make sure it damn well wasn't my fault, even if it was theirs.
Oh god, we almost bloody crashed the other day as well. Like bloody double roundabout in Southmead. You know, by the Southmead Hospital, it's like a little 2 double mini roundabout at the end of the road.
The one by the Aldi.
Yeah,
by
that one.
By Lidl's.
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, literally, as we were going around it, I think the woman didn't indicate, but she was coming round the opposite way, and we bloody almost literally had an emergency brake because we're like inches away from crashing into her.
Yeah, that's not a fun roundabout. That is.
No, Amy hates it.
You say
who built that?
No, a lot of people I've been with have said it's pretty shitty. My mum never liked it. I think Ray's complained about it.
Did you say it was a double mini roundabout?
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
a nightmare.
Yeah, it's mainly if you treat each roundabout as its own individual thing, then it makes sense. But it's just like, fucking why? What? No, there's only 4 exits. Why could this not be just a standard roundabout? Why is it got to be a double one?
It's so stupid.
So I remember back when I was in college, like that, at like 8:30 in the morning, that double mini roundabout would cause tailbacks. I remember once it caused a tailback from that double mini roundabout all the way into Westbury Village.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Like, it was actually quicker at one point for me to get off of the bus, walk ahead 2 stops, and then get back on the bus.
Bloody hell.
Like, it was ridiculous. Just
I'm just imagining the traffic flow in my head. It's
exactly as you think it is.
It's just
slow and almost non-existent.
I imagine it's probably worse than I'm imagining it.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Gordon Bennett.
Yeah. I hear typing.
What was that?
That was. The right one.
Oh yeah, that's the double mini roundabout. That bastard right there.
For the benefit of Kristian.
Yes. Let's see. Fuck me. I love how there's even like little junction markings between the two of them as well.
It does not.
So
help.
have you got to come off? If you're going on to like the south roundabout and going on to the north roundabout on one of those top exits.
So if you're going along from the bottom left,
so you've got to wait.
Ahead.
Yeah, so you've got to wait between the two roundabouts because you've got to give way if there's anything coming the other way.
Yep.
Okay, now I understand why there's so much of an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you want to just go straight across, then you've got to go up to one roundabout, across a little bit, which is also a double junction, because there's one for going left down Penn Park Road and one for going right up the B4056 along South Peak Road. So there's two there, so you've got to go in the right lane for that one, which is also both of them if you're going straight over, but only one if you go around to the left. And then you've got to go over like that. It's just so confusing. It's the reason it is on the driving test for the local area.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. My nan used to live like 2 minutes to the left of this picture.
yeah.
So I didn't experience it in a car as much, but I walk past the lines of cars very much often.
Yeah, you can appreciate the pain that people go across.
It wasn't so much a pain for me because as a naughty little teenager, I could just sort of run between the cars in order, because they're all parked up going like 2 miles an hour. I could just sort of dart between them to cross the road.
Yeah. You're jaywalking. As soon as you do that, you surrender your right to live.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that right? That's it. Fair game. It's like the Hunger Games. As soon as you step off the pavement.
It's like the night.
I survived every time, Rich. Who makes that the better man?
That is true.
The odds be ever in your favour.
It's like the night bus, except instead of putting your wand out, my nan appears ready to mow you down.
Night bus and terror.
Yeah. Oh,
I wonder if she'll ever hear of this.
I have been studying Fantastic Beasts ready for next Saturday.
I need to study some spells, to be honest.
Yeah,
I took my spells I had all
right.
noted down, and I've sort of put them into a more neated list in like sections, like defensive, offensive, utility, transfiguration.
That's a clever idea.
And I've downloaded an updated audiobook version of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Oh,
Updated.
Yeah, because after the first Fantastic Beasts film, they made an updated version which included more of the beasts from the films.
I don't know that.
And I think it's well, no, I don't think I know because I've been listening to it. It's narrated by Eddie Redmayne.
I don't think I know.
Yeah. So what I've done,
I think and I know things.
I smoke and I know things.
If it's a beast I knew anyway, I could picture it, but when he'd get to describing a beast that I don't think I'd ever seen or heard of until this book, I'd be a bit lost. So I've had to take the audiobook and then I've taken a picture of each beast and put it over the narration.
Clever.
As I'm listening, because I'll listen to it on my phone in work whilst I'm just cleaning and stuff, so I can listen to it, watch the video, and still do my job.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
For the benefit of the tape, I strap my phone to my arm, so I've got both hands free as I work.
Because wireless headphones are too mainstream.
Oh no, I've got headphones and stuff as well. They go up through me sleeve, up into me ears.
What a long pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Up into my
ear? Is that what you humans have?
I was about to say up into my head. Oh, and I didn't know if it would be funny if we could have Avery's last name as Avery.
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 AA.
So it's like Mario and Luigi.
God.
So it's Avery. And we just always have that confusion of...
For some reason, I thought you were going to say Maradona. It's just not his name. Don't know what...
Well, I came out of nowhere.
I haven't really thought of my second name, to be honest. Like, I don't really know.
That's why I thought we could just make it a joke of every time someone asks you your name, you say Avery, no matter what.
Yeah. Hey.
But no, I mean
my
your
second
second name. Avery.
Yeah, it's Avery.
No. So what? Your first name, Avery. Second name, Avery. So
Who's
it's
on
Avery. First? Yes. Because Avery sounds like
Mario.
well, doesn't it?
What's that?
Avery does kind of sound like a last name anyway.
Yeah, it does.
Well, James Avery was the dad in Fresh Prince, wasn't He was on.
I know he's got Avery in his name, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. It was a question. Yeah, it was a question in my quiz.
Oh yeah.
So it was.
We need to
And
do
there's
another one.
Avery Brooks who played Ben Sisko in Star Trek.
Oh.
So therefore, you can have Avery.
I quite like the idea of sort of being a little bit mysterious. So, no one really knows my second name, so I never give it.
Fair enough.
Or do you?
What is the name?
Or do I?
We may never know.
Oh, Rich, are we still? Is it still doing a quiz this week, or 'cause it was postponed, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. I'm game.
Okay, I'll have to check in the group chat.
What?
What?
Someone
What?
say.
I said he's watched when Rich said I'm game.
Oh,
Oh right. Okay.
It's fine. It's not a joke that concerns your friend group.
Ooh, handbag for 20 pages.
Oh, I did hear a good theory about Series 7A of Doctor Who.
Oh yeah.
7A. That was.
Or B?
That was
sorry.
that was the Pond's last series, basically.
Oh right. Yeah.
I'm thinking of season
And-
6B.
Oh, okay, no. It was basically from like Asylum of the Daleks to when they leave in Angels.
Angel Take Manhattan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A theory is that Angels Take Manhattan is the first canonical one in that series for the Doctor, and then he uses the opportunities to go back and visit Amy and Rory throughout the other episodes, but after he's lost them. That's why he's a lot more sort of sentimental about making sure they stay together, and
That is an
the
interesting.
whole thing with like the power of three and you're people I care about the most sort of thing. And it's him sort of trying to look back and experience the last few moments he can with them before he's completely used up their timeline sort of thing.
That's sweet.
Whether it has
Merit.
merit
Yeah,
or
not sure
not.
how canonical it is, but that's a nice headcanon.
Yeah, I've heard. I can't remember where I heard it, but I heard it and it was like, oh, that's quite nice actually.
Yeah.
Literally everything I had written down in my list.
Yeah, I don't have any other biscuits.
No, me neither.
Let me just check my.
Just check the tin.
Yeah.
No, nothing else from me.
A load of wrappers, unfortunately.
A load of crumbs.
Crumbs and wrappers.
Crumbumbles.
It's kind of weird how we assign feelings to these sort of things. So strange, like how we have inanimate objects, like a toaster.
Roombas.
We just I haven't used a toaster in a while. I hope he's feeling okay. He isn't feeling left out.
Do you know?
My sister's. Sorry.
Go on.
Go on strike like in Red Dwarf.
Talkie toaster.
I was just gonna say that my sister has a Roomba now called Dave, and she's called it and he goes around and she literally, like you said, she sees it as another pet.
Yeah, it's not a thing. It's a member of the family now.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's great.
It's so weird how people do that. They're fucking weird.
I had.
What's it called?
I had something in my fridge that was. My nan bought it years ago. It was a cheese Easter egg.
What?
And when I got it at the time, I was like, "What?
What the fuck is that?
And it's just been at the back. It's just been at the back of my fridge for ages.
What kind of cheese?
Well, it was like a blue veined red Leicester, which it looked really. I took it out the fridge because it just been hidden at the back. I'd forgotten about it. I took it out to throw it out the other day, last week, and I actually had a proper look at the cheese, and I was like, "Damn, this actually looks like a cheese I would really like." And then I just felt unaccountably guilty, and I feel really guilty now talking about it because obviously it was 4 years out of date at this point, so I had to throw it away, even if it had never been opened. I wasn't gonna eat it really.
No, don't chance that.
And that's a segue onto the story about the time I ate that out of date chocolate, but we'll save that for another day.
I've been sorting out stuff in my room recently.
Can I finish my story first?
Yeah, sorry. I thought you had.
It was when And it was weird because it just this unopened packet that I just chucked directly into the big bin outside. I felt so guilty and so sorry for this poor unopened packet of cheese. Like for the rest of the day, I felt really down about it.
Oh,
like to the extent that I was going online looking to see where I could buy more of this cheese because I was like, no, I didn't even open it. I didn't even try it. But anyway, that's my weird brain. How about yours?
Yeah, like, I've been like sorting out my room recently, so I've come across a load of stuff that I'm just like, I don't need this anymore. And like one of the things I had was like a USB mouse or like a wireless mouse in the shape of a 2x4 Lego brick.
okay.
And I'm like, this thing is uncomfortable to hold. I've never used it. The dongle is as big as an old USB stick. I'm never going to use it. I don't need it.
But
But it's a Lego mouse.
yeah.
You know?
Richard, welcome to the foundation of my bedroom.
Is this like our secret society foundation of the bedroom?
It's like, my bedroom is
Episode
90% stuff I don't need, but don't want to get rid of because it's related to something I like in some small, obscure way.
Yep. As is always the way. Yep.
Oh,
Welcome
damn.
to hoarding.
Yeah.
I was.
Sorry.
I'll just say it quickly. Because I've got my new shelves, and I was putting all like my game guides and stuff on them, and I shed a little like metaphorical tear again for all my old Pokemon guides I got rid of years ago because I wasn't playing the games anymore. You know, thinking my old Crystal guide, my old Yellow guide.
I know you've got it again now, but
The
the
Digimon one,
original
yeah.
Digimon World Guide.
And of course, I went straight on eBay to see if I could find these ones, and I couldn't. They're gone now. I can find the other ones, but I don't care too much about that one. More Crystal.
Filed it.
There's this thing called attachment theory, and it's sort of like it sort of looks into like how humans become attached to inanimate objects. And I can't remember what was it they were talking about. This one girl said that she literally was shopping one day and she saw this lemon and it was a little bit bashed up, lemon. And she couldn't stop thinking about it. On the drive home, her boyfriend looked at her and she just went, "You want to go back and buy that lemon, don't you?" And she's like, "No one else is going to buy it. It's all alone." And so they went back and they bought the bashed up lemon because she felt so bad for leaving it there.
And then they cut into it, and it had like a fucking like newt inside it or something.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
I do find that fascinating.
part of that I kind of had in an old series thing I tried writing a while back. Which was about like the idea was that you could channel dimensional energy into objects and wield those objects as weapons.
That's pretty cool.
But the channelers would use objects that is close to them and means something to them. And obviously, the more the object means to you, the stronger you could channel your energy through it.
Like a very specific, focalized Green Lantern kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. It's sort of like the character I had for myself would always channel his through like toys, and that's how like everyone else would be using like proper weapons or whatever, and he'd be using like Power Ranger toy weapons, but they'd still be doing as much as everything else. Do you get what I mean?
Connection, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of being oddly connected and drawn to certain things, do any of you ever feel strangely drawn and reluctant to get rid of small boxes?
Oh God, yes. It's a useful box. I never know why I might need
you
box.
That you can
There's just
fit
something-
little things into.
You can get a really satisfying size of box, and you're like, "This is such a good little box. Never going to use it on anything."
These ones.
It's such a good box. I could store so many things in this box. I'm not going to because I don't need a box, but I could need this box at some point.
I have made
I
myself
could
start
find
throwing
something
boxes
I could
out.
fit in there.
You have weird obsession with boxes.
I've still got the box that my COVID antibody test came in that says "for research purposes only" on it, just because I like the fact that it says "for research purposes only" on it.
But Alex, have you really never found a box that you're just like, this is a good box?
No, I haven't.
Really?
No.
It can't be too small.
Absolutely.
Can't be too small. Can't be too big. The small boxes they're cute, but like a sort of like bigger than a small box, but not a big box.
Smaller than a big box.
I had a
like-
box as a kid.
like a tablet size.
Big
Moving back
cardboard
to-
boxes.
Moving back to my bedroom, 50% of it's built out of cardboard. So
Awful.
I was attached to a box as a kid, and then it burned me. No, I'm joking. I had a box, like one of those big colour boxes as a kid, and I turned it into I think it was a spaceship. I turned it into, like I drew on the windows and shit like that.
Nice.
And I had it for a good few months, and then I can't remember what happened to it.
Was it like the Limmy sketch where he pretends that he's flying off to Neptune and sorting out like trade deals and such?
I honestly don't remember. All I remember is I had that box for ages, and I freaking loved it.
That was it. Out of the Box.
Out of the Box?
It was a TV series I can remember watching where they just built shit out of... They'd use their imagination with boxes in every episode and make story.
Imagine a story.
Imagination.
I never watched that. Story time or Story Makers? I can't remember what it's called.
Working through the nights of the rising sun.
That was it.
Ozzy would know it. What was it?
Ozzy would know.
I literally just told you part of the theme tune.
Explain, sorry, what was it?
It's Story Makers or Story Time.
Story Makers?
Stories
is that
are
what
fabulous,
it's called?
stories are fun.
Yeah, Story Makers.
That's it. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all know that. Danny John Jules, who played the cat in Red Dwarf, was host for a while.
Didn't know that.
It's the Wordsworth. Oh man. Fucking I love the DD sketches.
Very much a Friday night at 11 p.m. kind of thing. It's like, I've got to pitch this tomorrow. Just looks over at his moving box and just like, I fucking got it.
A moving box. A box that can move.
It's not just a box, it's a moving box.
Oh. When Alex, when you said that you were attached to a box, my first thought was like you were born attached to a box, and they had to cut off.
I mean, technically,
that is technically true.
yeah, on life support, weren't you?
I was
okay.
a little incubator plastic box for about 6 months.
Oh,
Incubator baby.
I was Skaboo baby is what they call it, special care baby unit, for about 6 months, first 6 months of my life.
I know a few people, including apart from you, rather, who were in incubators and premature, and they all tell me that premature babies are the cleverest and best.
Well, yeah, then I have to agree with them there. No, it's like a little plastic. This song "Wires" by Athlete. That's about a baby who was born premature.
Oh.
And I think it was about his little sister who was born very premature. And it talked about also being in a plastic box, and stuff like that. It's an amazing song. Like my mum, when she first heard it on the radio, she literally stopped the car and burst into tears. But no, it's an absolutely great song. And she do spend a lot of. I don't remember any of it because I was a freaking baby. But my granddad loves to tell the story of when he came to first visit me, and I was in this little box, and he could see me out the window, and apparently I slowly put my hand up, my tiny little hand. And very, very slowly gave him the finger. And I don't know if that's true or not, but he does love to tell that story. And I'm just like, beginning to think that does sound like me.
Yeah, I was going to say, knowing you now, that's entirely I think that you've done.
Oh, look at his little hand. Oh.
That does sound like something from the final scene of a sitcom.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. It's like a two-parter episode where like the baby has finally arrived and the dad is just like, oh, it's like this nice emotional bit towards the end, and it's just like middle finger. It's just like,
I want to say something that it was quite hilarious that I was about 6 years old, and my mum put these little badges in homemade crackers, and they were quite sort of profanity badges, swear words and stuff like that. And my granddad pulled it, and the badge flung out of the cracker, and he was like, "Oh, go and see what it says, Alex." I ran up to it, and my granddad was like, "What does it say?" And I just went, "Fuck off!" And my whole I went, "Oh my god!"
Well, this backfired.
Have you seen that video where it's like there's a kid running around at a party and the mum goes like, "What have you got there?" And the kid just goes, "A knife!" No! And the video just cuts off.
Oh my god. One of my colleagues, we were doing team building exercises, like 2 truths and a lie,
Oh yeah.
And one of her truths was that she was on You've Been Framed as a kid.
Oh.
And we were all like, oh my god, like, what happened? Apparently her dad is like a famous breakdancer or something, and she tried to
Didn't know that, really.
go out to him when he was doing a breakdancing move, and he ended up kicking
I've
her in
seen
the
that
head.
video.
That's her.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, and we tried. We were like, it's online. She was like, I can't find it, but she's actually going to try and find it to show us. And we're
I
like,
like this
yes.
Oh, I fucking find that.
Oh, that's great. I thought that's hilarious. Just imagine like a little kid like going to your dad for a hug, and so you just get kicked in the head.
The betrayal.
Literally, yeah, apparently she went flying as well.
That was her first step into the world of breakdancing. She never looked back. She never looked back because she ran away from it.
Unacting.
Well, I think, is there any more biscuits? Or?
Yeah, well, fuck me, that was the longest outro ever.
Was it? Okay, Alex, very quickly, was it this one?
Let me see. I have no idea because I didn't know what she.
It's like you search breakdancer kick baby, which is now in my search history, and that's the first
wow,
one that
that's
comes up.
I think it was a home video, so I don't think this would be the one. Let's have a look.
The intro to this is too long. Oh my god!
Fucking hell! I don't know. I'll have to,
Through my thing.
I'll
Yeah,
have to check,
I've
I'll have
seen
to
that
check with her and see. I don't think it would be that one though, because apparently it was like a home video, like at home.
All right.
Like it was like a birthday party, and he was practicing or something. That's fucking hilarious. I'm going to hell for laughing at that.
I'll see you there.
Hey.
The comments. The kid did a better backflip than the breakdancer.
Oh. Jesus.
Oh man. I love shit like that.
Dear. I'm no free Thursday night. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, just this is fun.
It was a good one. It's going to be a short one.
Yeah. Normal time tomorrow, Kristian?
Yeah, doobie-doobie-doo.
Yeah.
As we say, half two.
Doobie-doobie-doo, about 2:30.
About half two, yeah.
Anywhere
Doobie-doobie-doo.
between 2 and 3.
Doobie-doobie-doo, about half two. Does that time work well for you?
What? You didn't need the 4 in there. You could have said, "Does that time work for you?"
But I was putting in a semi, what's it called? A quaver.
Don't want you put a semi anything, thank you.
It was only a semi quaver, just like a little curl.
That doesn't make it better.
Just a little flap of skin.
Oh.
What? Isn't that what yours looks like?
Not on a good day, no.
Oh man, well that's going on the end, as it were.